Imagine you applied to the most competitive creator program in internet history. Thousands of people applied. You got in, one of 120. Cenat personally selected you. You show up to a real university campus. Everything is paid for. Food, accommodation, equipment. The biggest streamers in the world are your professors. Now imagine that within 24 hours, a classmate is being bullied on stream and breaks down crying. A fight breaks out. A professor skips class to take students to a club, and by day 3, someone ends up in the hospital. This is Streamer University, the most watched creator event of 2025, 27 million hours of content viewed, 719,000 peak concurrent viewers, and 4 days that played out more like a reality TV show than an education program. Today we're going inside what was promised, what actually happened, who benefited, and what you watching this right now can actually learn from it. Let's go. Here's the thing nobody talks about. The controversy didn't start during Streamer University. It started before the doors even opened. The moment Kai announced the participant list, critics noticed something. Several of the chosen 120 weren't undiscovered talent. They were Kai's friends, his regular stream fixtures, people who already had audiences. People questioned whether the selection process was ever really about finding raw, undiscovered talent, or whether it was always going to favor the people already in Kai's orbit. Kai pushed back and said the list stood, and then the event started. And things got complicated fast. To be fair to Kai, the concept was genuinely ambitious. What he built was this: take over the University of Akron campus in Ohio for 4 days, bring in 120 aspiring streamers selected from thousands of applications, cover every cost, food, lodging, equipment, give every student a T-Mobile phone to stream from, bring in 17 professors, real established creators, to teach real classes. The curriculum had actual structure. Classes with names like Monetization for Dummies, Defense Against Hating, content creation workshops on thumbnails and storytelling, a live showcase on the final day where students stream to real audiences in real time. Kai also turned down offers from Netflix and Amazon to keep the event independent on Twitch. That's not a small decision. That's the kind of move that says this is for the community, not for a broadcast deal. And the numbers back up the ambition. 27 million total hours watched, 719,000 peak concurrent viewers. For context, that's more than most major sporting events pull on streaming. By any viewership metric, Streamer University was a phenomenon. So why are people calling it a scam? Because what was promised and what was delivered were two very different things. Here's where the gap between the promise and the reality starts to show. Classes were supposed to be the point. This was Streamer University, the actual education, actual curriculum, actual professors. But students skipped classes en masse from day one, and then DDG, one of the named professors, carted off the majority of his class to a club located off campus, not a campus event, an actual nightclub. It took Cenat personally intervening to get them back. The professor who was supposed to be teaching content creation had taken his students clubbing, and this was only day one. On May 23rd, day 2, streamer Kayawus broke down in tears on stream and said she was considering leaving the program. She'd been bullied by another attendee, and their fans had flooded her Instagram and TikTok with insults. She said on stream, "We're all in the same position. You're seeing more people than you've ever seen before, and then someone who's in the same spot as you is talking trash about you." She was live. Hundreds of thousands of people watching, crying, at an event designed to help aspiring creators build confidence. Cenat, India Love, and others intervened, and she stayed, but the clip went viral for all the wrong reasons. On May 24th, Kai's close associates, Ray and Rakai, both listed as students, confronted another attendee in the cafeteria, calling them annoying and insulting their appearance and family members. Lil James had to physically intervene to prevent it from becoming a physical altercation. The exchange was caught on stream. This wasn't anonymous bullying. This was on camera, live, in front of hundreds of thousands of viewers, perpetrated by people in Kai's inner circle who were supposed to be students there for the same opportunity as everyone else. Rakai and Young Dabo got into an actual physical fight during the event, not a prank, not staged. A real altercation between two attendees at what was supposed to be an educational program. It happened on stream. On the final day, during an Orbeez gunfight, a pellet struck a student in the eye. That student was hospitalized. Kai went live on his phone and addressed the campus. "Somebody got hurt. I'm on my way to the hospital. Everybody clean. Everybody relax." He visited the student personally, but someone going to the hospital is not a footnote, it's the lead. At the end of the event, DDG was named the weekend's MVP. This was a significant decision given that DDG's ex Holly Bailey had received a temporary restraining order against him alleging abuse just weeks before the event. The decision to name him MVP generated immediate and serious backlash that overshadowed the closing ceremony. Let's be clear about what happened on day 4. A student, one of 120 people selected from thousands of applicants who came to Streamer University to learn, to grow, to get their shot, left in an ambulance. An Orbeez pellet hit them in the eye during a gunfight on the last day of a creator education program. Kai rushed to the hospital and visited personally. That matters, and it says something about his character, but it also raises a real question about what the last 24 hours of Streamer University actually looked like, and whether an event of this scale with this many people had adequate organization and safety planning in place for what it actually became. Now let's talk about who actually walked away with something from Streamer University, because this is where the story gets genuinely interesting. Kai Cenat covered all costs. He turned down Netflix and Amazon money. Nobody paid tuition. By every traditional measure, this was a genuine act of generosity, and it was. But generosity and business interest are not mutually exclusive. We already established that with Mr. Beast. The same logic applies here. 27 million hours of watch time, 719,000 peak concurrent viewers. Every single hour streamed on Twitch generates ad revenue. Every concurrent viewer contributes to subscription and bits income. The event that Kai funded and hosted was also a Twitch event, and Twitch was the platform that benefited most from the viewership. More importantly, who gained the most from the exposure? According to AOL's coverage, the most viewed participants were Kai himself, Ray, India Love, and DDG. 3 of those 4 were either the organizer or existing established figures. The aspiring undiscovered streamers who were supposed to be the beneficiaries, they got the least traffic, and the students who Kai's inner circle bullied on stream, they didn't get to control that narrative. The most watched moment involving Kaya Woos was not her streaming content. It was her crying. That's the clip that went viral. That's the exposure she got.